feel like all of these points can be counted, which is why I'm like on the fence. Why bother urban sketching when you have AI that can generate images that look like this, or like this, or like this? Pretty depressing, right? My colleague jokingly told me the other day that I should just tell my audience to quit sketching, and that actually got me thinking the opposite. You know, it's in this day and age, at this particular time when this whole AI explosion has come around, that I should be telling my audience exactly why we should continue to sketch. Please note this video could perfectly well become outdated in like the next 6 months, if less, so please take all these tips with a pinch of salt because, to be honest, I might have to release an updated version in the near future. First reason that we should continue sketching despite the advent of AI is that we will always continue to add human imperfections to our work, and that is something that people actually really enjoy. We actually really like that human touch, whether it's something as simple as like paint splatters or your coffee spilling onto your sketchbook, whether purposely or not. Human imperfections or imperfections is something that AI will be able to create. However, the organicness, I feel, of an actual human sketch is something which, okay, it can be recreated, but I'm pretty sure in the near future we'll be able to tell, right, whether something is AI generated or human generated. Okay, I feel like this point is starting to fail on me. Let's just move on to the next point. AI can't be printed into your sketchbook yet. Okay, and to be honest, even if it can, and when it can, you still have to give it permission, right? Like, you're not just gonna wake up one day and your sketchbook is just filled with an AI generated images, right? Your sketchbook is your safe space, and I feel like we have to hold on to those spaces because they are fast disappearing, right? It's also interesting because a lot more people are interested in physical books as opposed to like Kindles or ebooks now, because they just want to go back to it. They prefer it. They prefer that texture, and it's kind of almost having that contrast between this is the digital extreme that we can go to, and now that we've seen that, we'd prefer the original, right? So in the same way, okay, AI can generate art and sketches and whatever, we've seen that, or we are seeing that, should I say, but we actually prefer sketching, right? Like, there's going to be people on all ends of the spectrum, that's completely okay, but your sketchbook is your safe space, and I feel like that is something that no one can really take away from you unless you give them permission. The third point is that the random things that you specifically see, you know, serendipitous moments like alleyways or specific sunsets or street corners, you know, things that are really unique to your lived experience are things which the AI cannot recreate unless, again, you feed it into the AI, right? The AI is random. That's the point of the AI. So even if you do, let's say, feed it with street corners or with kind of very specific images that are specific to your life, it's still not going to recreate things in the same way that you would, right? AI just generates things in the way that it will with its algorithm and stuff, and we generate things, or we create things, we sketch things with the algorithm that goes on in our heads. So the outcomes are actually completely different things, and your lived experience is something which is, again, something that really can't be taken away from you. So you should still continue to sketch, because an AI is not gonna, well, I doubt it's gonna be able to, you know, generate a very specific sketch of a sunset that is happening on January the 2nd in your alleyway, in your neighborhood, right? Like, that's so specific. I mean, so if you want someone to actually see that, you're gonna have to be the one to sketch that, right? Like, you can't get an AI to do that, so. And the final point as to why you should keep sketching despite there being AI is because it's fun. It's because you enjoy it, right? And if you don't enjoy it, then just forget about it. Just stop doing it. Like, why would you continue to do it? You might as well just go and generate a bunch of sketches, you know? Like, why bother? So if you don't find sketching to be fun, or if you find that you are kind of getting demotivated to sketch because of AI, then maybe you should try something else, you know? Maybe, I don't know, try claymaking, try something physical, right? Like, try something that's not just image related, because I feel like that's something that, you know, is a bit out of the AI's realm at the moment. Those are the few tips that I feel like maybe will help in kind of this AI versus art debate. I also realized as I was saying those points that yes, of course they can be counted, and yes, in a few months or in a few weeks they may become extinct, or they may, you know, they may not have any, they may not hold any weight anymore, and the points that I've made may just all go down the drain. It's like we all have cameras on our smartphones, right? But that didn't wipe out the existence of photographers, it just kind of made them adapt, right? So in the same way, just because AI art is here does not mean that we are going to be wiped out of existence. We just have to learn to adapt. And the sooner you learn to adapt, the sooner you learn to adopt the technology, the better it is for you. Oh, and please check out this video here, and if you want to continue seeing more videos about sketching and AI as well, AI and how that relates to sketching and art, as well as obviously more creativity videos, then you can subscribe right here. And with that, I will see you next week for another video. Bye.